Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Once again, appreciate everybody tuning in to my channel. You could be anywhere in the world, but you choose to tune in to my channel, and I don't take it for granted. So everybody know I live in the city of Detroit. What up, Doe? What up, Doe? And we got a special guest coming into town today. We got President Donald Trump coming, and it's going to be real interesting because he's coming to visit us at a rough time right now, and in the storm of so many people protesting what happened with ICE, and then he's capturing the alleged president of Venezuela and the talk with Greenland. So Trump, he's on a tear, man. He got his own agenda, and I don't even call him like a president, man. He moves like no other leader we ever had. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna be real interesting to see what he has to say. He's supposed to speak to the Detroit Economic Club, and I predicted, if you guys go back to my videos, I think one of his first visits when he was on his campaign trail, he called Detroit. He said some things about Detroit, like, it's a dangerous city, and yeah, it's a super dangerous city. A lot of you guys watching this video don't know that Detroit and Flint are Democrat cities in Michigan. Just about everybody else in Michigan is Republican. But I still believe Detroit is the largest city in Michigan. But I think Flint and Detroit, and it might be a couple other little cities, but everything else pretty much in Michigan is Republican. There's not too many other bigger cities in Michigan that are Democrat. You know what I'm saying? He won Michigan, and I predicted in one of my old videos, and you go back, and I said whoever wins Michigan is going to win the election. Michigan is so important. It's such a battleground state, man, and I could be wrong, but I want to say every president who has won in the past couple years have won Michigan. So Michigan is huge. Detroit is huge. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he'll ever win Detroit because Detroit is just a blue ran city, and it's dangerous, and it got nothing but killers and strip clubs and weed spots and liquor stores. Like, he'll probably never win Detroit. Any Republican. I wouldn't even try to campaign to win Detroit. But it's a lot of people in Detroit, like myself, who voted for him. You know what I'm saying? But him winning, like, Detroit is like damn near impossible. I can't even like see that shit happening. You know what I'm saying? But he can win everything but Detroit. Because Detroit is just, they're locked in that everybody in Detroit is locked in. They're programmed to vote Democrat no matter what. Like, no matter what, they're going to vote Democrat, period. You could give them all the facts in the world, because they value, everybody in Detroit just value being on government assistance so much, and the fear is that he's going to he wants to take that away. You know what I'm saying? Like, people in Detroit just want to, a lot of people in Detroit, not saying all of them, because I do live in the city, but, you know, people in Detroit, they want to continue to get benefits and keep having kids, and they don't want to build families. You know, they just want to keep living on the system, and they want stuff for free. And they think that they should get stuff for free and not go to work. That's just how the average Detroiter feels. You know what I'm saying? The outer cities, some of them, like when you go to Southfield and when you go to like West Bloomfield, Berkeley, Royal Oak is hit or miss because that's a large LBGQT city. You know what I'm saying? You look at Farmington Hills, Farmington, you know, Oak Park. A lot of these people want stability, and they looking for, you know, a lot of these people own businesses like myself. So we looking for more support in our business. So that's where he kind of gains the ground. But as far as Detroit, he'll never win Detroit. You know, so it's going to be interesting. I know there's going to be a lot of protesters down there, you know, kicking up dust, you know. And I just hope you know, people just, I think it's okay to protest. I think it's good for people to disagree. You know, I'm an outside the box thinker, because if we all thought alike, you know, I don't think nothing would ever change. You know, so as much as people think that I'm a Republican, I'm not a Republican. I'm an independent thinker. You know what I'm saying? I voted for him because we needed a change. I don't believe in same-sex marriage. I don't believe in little boys going in girls' bathrooms. I don't believe that transgenders should be able to compete in little girl sports. I don't believe boys should be walking around with skirts. I don't believe drag queens need to be reading books to kids. I don't believe in that. And I never will, because I don't hold that spirit, and God didn't put that spirit in man. That's an abomination, and that's a defile to the spirit, and I never will. In my Geno Jennings voice, am I right, I say? You know? And I know my pastor, Geno Jennings, you know, he said a lot of things about Trump. You know what I'm saying? But he, you know, he talked about Kamala Harris too. You know, and you know, we need to stand upright. But in my opinion, Trump personally, I'm gonna tell you what he's done for me. I can't say what he's done for you, but the first stimulus check he sent out during the pandemic, I was able to buy my first AK, my first rifle, which is now I got a large collection of guns and rifles. I'm definitely pro 2A. I run a landscaping company, and in the beginning when I was running my landscaping company, nobody would give me a loan for my business. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to get my new truck. Well, I was trying to get a new truck at that time. At that time, I was driving a 1999 Ranger. I think it was 98 or 99. And it was just beat up, bro. It was just beat up. And nobody would give me a loan to help me get a new truck at that time. At least a good loan, put it like that. And I was able to get the PPE loan. And I got me a F-150 truck. Glory be to God. So he helped me do that. You know what I'm saying? What else? saying, man, it's some other stuff too. I can't really keep in mind. I'm tired. Just got off work. But those was two of the most significant things that comes to mind, you know. But I think he's doing a good job overall. Myself, a lot of my family really is divided on the whole Trump thing. You know, I don't think he's without imperfection, but no man is. You know what I'm saying? But you couldn't pay me to vote for Kamala Harris. You couldn't do it. If you gave me $1 million, I wouldn't vote for Kamala Harris. I wouldn't do it. I'm not the kind of person that can be bought. You know what I'm saying? I got morals and I got standards. And when I die, I want to be able to talk to my Creator and say I made the best decision spiritually possible in favor of making my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ right and standing upright. You know. So it's going to be interesting. I want to hear what he got to say. I know whenever he comes, he says something controversial, and the media is just going to run with it. But I'm excited, man. Detroit is super important, man. Michigan is super important to the United States. We brought so much to this country, and that's one of the reasons why I still stay here, because it's so important to our country. Detroit is so important to our country. Not saying that other places aren't, but Detroit, so much runs through Detroit that people don't even know. You know. Yeah, so we're going to see what he got to say. I know he's going to say something controversial. He always does. You know what I'm saying? One thing about Trump, man, he going to spit it to you straight, no filter. So he gonna straight up, he gonna just get up and say it. You know what I'm saying? And that's one thing I like about him. He don't filter shit out. You know what I'm saying? If it smell like shit, he gonna say it smell like shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what it is. You know. All right, man. Let me know. I love you guys with the strength of Christ. I hope you guys are blessed. Hope you and your family are doing well. Give me a thumbs up. If you haven't hit the subscribe button, hit the subscribe button. Hopefully we'll be breaking in the spring, so when I make these videos, it's gonna be more light out here. But I do appreciate y'all always riding with me after work. This is the only time I can really find time to really make videos. I'm working midnight shift now. I'm loving it. All right, man, let me know what you guys think.